Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And welcome back to another Dre and Jay Death Battle! In this corner, coming in with a 10-9 Death Battle record.
Above 500.
Above 500 now. Javante Jones. And in this corner, your challenger, leading still with the Death Battle record of 12-7, DeAndre Jones. And we're very excited to do this one because this involves two very cool and popular comic book characters. Probably the coolest black comic book teenage characters known to man. Miles Morales versus Static Shock. Marvel Spider-Man versus Static Shock. Death Battle, Marvel versus DC. Y'all know how we get in these ones. I'm not going to decide yet. I gotta watch it all. I love both these characters. I remember watching Static Shock growing up as a kid. Loved it. Watching Miles Morales now and reading the early Miles Morales comics was very special to me as well. So this is definitely a tough one that I'm gonna have to hang on to until we get right close to it. What about you?
So you already know it's Marvel all day. I'm riding the hot wave of one of the hottest movies down in theaters right now. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, across the Spider-Verse. I'm going Miles Morales all day. Let's get it.
Okay, bet.
Shout out to the Black and Puerto Rican communities.
So yeah, let's get this shit started.
Throughout the Earths of Marvel and DC Comics, there are hundreds, no thousands of superheroes saving the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse?
Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 1610.
And Static, the electric genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. At first glance, the world of Earth 1610 isn't so different from our own. But look closer and you'll find Coca-Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost $30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps the greatest difference in this so-called
Never noticed
Ultimate
that.
I know,
Universe
right?
was that Peter
What the
Parker,
hell?
the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to worry about except his overbearing mom and dad. Hey kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway, during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider. The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and, you know what happens.
Miles, let's go.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula, yet another attempt to recreate Captain America's infamous super soldier serum. It had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a freaking spider?
Scientists can be weird sometimes.
Maybe next time put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs, that's like 4 times more walking power.
Sure. Either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the Spider Sense.
After meeting Peter's Aunt May, Miles took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool that would be perfect for snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
Boomstick, he was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he can stick to walls. You know, spider style.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
This Venom Sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's Electro, a being literally made of electricity. But Miles didn't just shock him, he disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar to a miswiring sending too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Anyway, as the new Spider-Man, Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After his Uncle Aaron died in front of him,
Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben!
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could.
Oh yeah, what's up, Danger? He can blast apart a building-sized monster and survive being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang. That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things before they even happen. He's super tough, too. He even survived being caught in this giant super collider exploding.
Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys, main series Spider-Man has done way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130 tons, use his spider sense to dodge beams of light, and ripped apart Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the Super Collider feat checks out.
Unfortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
But the youngins proved himself to be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is truly one of the greats.
Don't wash your mouth. Wash the hands.
Despite growing up in the most crime-filled neighborhood of Dakota City, Virgil Hawkins was a pretty chill guy.
He spent his time playing D&D, reading comics, you know, typical nerd stuff. But he had one major problem, the classic sitcom bully. No teenage story is complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone. Virgil's only refuge was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good. Join his own gang and pack some heat. Things got, well, pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of it. It was time to bail like DC Comics on their cinematic universe.
But the damage was already done. The police arrived and let
Shade.
loose a massive canister of what seemed to be tear gas, but wasn't.
Yeah, this great-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later, but it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost everybody. I hate it when that happens.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the quantum juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began to develop electromagnetic powers. Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own and became the superhero Static.
Hell yeah! With
Stand
these new
shot.
powers, the guy was unstoppable. He could blow shit up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls called Nova Bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface. He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even move metal around like a hip young Magneto.
And slip metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer, a giant frisbee that doubles as a shield and buzzsaw. Think about it, don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard, but after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon. Rocket. Come on, where's Batman and Wonder Woman?
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC Universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created by Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC. Their characters, including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline. It's really not too complicated. I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate timelines, but unfortunately it still needs...
They don't make shows like Static anymore.
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as hops. Let's begin, my fellow Ultra Kabadarian.
I regret everything.
Oh, I do it again!
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe, Static was always one-upping himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's that got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
He can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking! Look at this! Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can survive building-sized kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice and the required change in temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept lasers confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw 3 of these into space, they need to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
Damn! Okay, sure, that's not canon to the comics, but his electromagnetism could play tug of war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though, despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes himself too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. And I think even Virgil himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
Alright,
Ah,
our set,
this
and
is
we've run
tough.
the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this
Stan
talking
Miles.
has made me hungry for Blue Apron.
Love Static from
Can
Stan Miles.
healthy be delicious? Blue Apron is here.
Yeah, you know, Miles had. I thought for sure, like I thought the invisibility thing would play a factor, but again, Static can read or see through heat signatures and shit. So I think, like, even despite that, he can see Miles. Yeah, that's tough, bro. This is a tough one that I'm gonna have to choose, but fuck it, I'll go with Static. Although they've been pulling up clips from Into the Spider-Verse. This was made after Into the Spider-Verse, so you know they might have boosted up Miles and shit.
Miles that guy, bro.
So
I think Miles wins. Bro.
that's tough. This is what, a 5-minute fight? Goddamn. Okay. I mean, screw it. I'm still up by what, 2? I'll go with Static.
Wait, 12-7?
12-7, yeah.
10-9, boys. We on the comeback.
All right, let's go Static here. Screw it. DC. If Miles wins, I won't be too disappointed.
Whoa! Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow. For real? You attack me! Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of that.
They want like a hip hop thing. I get it. For the music. Makes sense. For like the style of these characters.
I call that the sugar touch.
Oh shit.
My taser punch.
He did beat Electro though. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't know. DC's their shit's just elevated. Spider Sense.
Wait, what? Keep thinking, keep thinking. Stop thinking, stop thinking.
Fuck, Miles, what you doing, bro? There you go.
No more flying these trains.
Oh shit. Alright, that takes away the mobility now.
Yeah, but takes away the camouflage.
Bro, that's the way Miles losing this hoe, bro. We had Spider-Verse come out. Come on.
Did he just chop off his arm? Oh shit.
Yep. Fuck.
You stupid. All I gotta do is.
Oh, fuck. That was a lot of time off. I ain't worried yet. Try to hit that nigga with that shit, bro. You better not go out like that. You don't go out like no bitch, Miles.
That was tough.
Oh, come on, bro. Damn.
Superhero static shot. Whoop, whoop.
Honestly, I'm
Superhero
surprised how this turned out.
static
At first
shot.
glance, Miles
Yeah.
appeared to have a good chance of victory.
He was definitely physically stronger than Static. He would have totally won an arm wrestling contest.
But Virgil's overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, overall Static's feats were way above Spidey's, even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats. Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree, and his speed was so similar to what the Spider Sense could give Miles that the Super Radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming, didn't always mean he could dodge it in time.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles' wall crawling and other abilities. As soon as he got a hold of Miles' bioelectric aura, it was basically all over.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight Electro all the time, and they have no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but oh no, not again!
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good show, and yet Mr. Hawkins had him outdone
Good fight.
in breathtaking power,
Shout to Virgil.
stalwart defense, and veritable versatility.
AK Static
He
Shock,
was
man.
just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor.
Back to
is
500 I go. I think that might be the run right there, guys.
That's you enjoyed it.
Might be my season. Should I say we go to 15 and start fresh again? Might as well.
I say 20.
20? Shit.
I say 20 before we flip it over. But hey, bruh, that's tough. I mean, look, that was a tough one for me to choose, but I knew the Electro shit. Like deep down, I was like, I mean, he bested Electro. That's tough, but as we've seen with a lot of these Marvel versus DC, when we look at the power scale that DC characters possess compared to Marvel, it's on.
I just straight to play a bigger factor, like they mentioned, is him being straight. I thought that would play a bigger factor, but
Yeah.
the Electros I thought was more even. I know Static Shock, that's what he's known for, but I thought Miles Morales would be able to hold up his own.
I mean, for sure, when they started out, Miles Morales started throwing them hits and shit.
And when he broke his board, I was like, okay, maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
But then when he cut his arm off and his arm came back, I was like, oh shit, I didn't know Static could do stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. So
I also thought with the whole Spider Sense, I thought that would be clutch, but I mean, like they showed, like Virgil technically didn't even have to really directly hit him as long as it was in his range, you know.
No, that's a tough
He was
one.
affected, so.
Both great characters.
Yeah.
But fuck, bro. Marvel, we ride with Marvel regardless, so you know how we ride. We take a L, we don't jump back.
But you know what? Also, like just
Not Kev.
noticing this, and also the clips that they show from Static Shock. I mean, I miss shows like this. I miss shows like Static Shock, especially because of the shit and like the themes that it very much touched up on in those episodes, as far as gangs and There was even one episode where you had the kid that was bullied and he brought a gun to school, and you know, like there were just a lot of themes in Static Shock that I really much enjoyed, and like we don't really get that nowadays in TV.
No, you don't get that in all shows, yeah.
So,
No, for sure.
especially like animated shit, you know. So I always will respect Static Shock for being one of the realest animated shows back in its day. You know, you had motherfuckers, you had the white dude who over here sagging and shit.
Yeah.
You know, so
Different time, bro.
yeah, different times, man. It's crazy. It's just crazy to see that. But this is dope, bro. I love both these characters. I'm actually very excited to see both these characters potentially in live action in the future. You know, right now my candidate for static would be Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things. Miles, it would be Miles Brown from Blackish. So those would be my two choices if I had to do live action. But we probably won't get those for years, so we'll probably get new actors, up and coming ones, most likely. But this was dope. This was dope. I know for sure our next Death Battle reaction that we'll do will be the one that is actually newly released from Death Battle, which will be Stitch versus Rocket. That should be a fun one. We were already discussing that the other day. I'm going with Stitch. Just to let y'all know.
Marvel all day. You
Oh
know
my
Marvel
God.
Rocky. You already know what the fuck time
Dumb
it is.
man.
We're not like y'all don't know.
Y'all be sure to let Javante know how much of a dumbass he is down the
Bro, I'm
comment
getting Rocket a
section.
shot, bro.
Bro,
That man done been through some shit in his
Rocket
life.
has no.
I watched Guardian 3. That man done been through some shit in his
Rocket
life.
has no.
Rocket's
chance.
smart as fuck, too.
Okay, Stitch is smart.
Mm-hmm. Stitch don't be speaking like that, though.
What does that have to do with it?
I mean, he ain't that smart as Rocket.
No, Rocket. Oh, boy, stop.
Rocket learn to speak English.
Okay. I mean, Stitch technically speaks.
That motherfucker don't speak.
Yeah, he be speaking.
What did he
Come
say?
on.
Me out. What did he say?
No, he said
Family or some shit.
he said
Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that was all right. That wasn't
that's
bad.
pretty good, huh? Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Rocket out here, I think Rocket's built different. I'll take Rocket. Though.
How is he built different?
Rocket done been some shit. And he's been enhanced, but he's also been through some shit.
Stitch is enhanced. Stitch was created.
Facts, so was Rocket.
Stitch can lift like he has super strength.
Okay. Rocket got the guns.
Stitch got guns. Remember
He got them big ass guns.
and he got 6 arms. He can hold all the bitches.
Rocket's still that guy.
Or is it 6 arms or 4 arms? But either way, he
4 arms,
got
okay.
multiple arms.
I'll still take Rocket.
He can crawl. He can crawl on the ceilings and shit.
Groot comes with Rocket.
Bitch, please. They ain't putting Groot in the
How you know?
Man, come on. That would be some bullshit right
They're
there.
together. They come together.
Nah, screw that.
Even if Rocket by himself, I'll still take Rocket, bro. Rocket's that guy, bro. He's a leader of the damn Guardians. And Rocket been through some shit. Y'all watch Guardians 3, that man went through some shit.
Okay.
That motherfucker been through the trenches.
Okay, Grandpa. Time to take your pills and go to bed.
He done been through the trenches.
Time to go to bed, Grandpa. You've been.
Shut the hell up.
But yeah, this was a dope ass death battle. Really enjoyed it. Thank you guys for voting this as the second one. This had the second most votes, and we haven't done. Well, the last death battle we did was 2 weeks ago, so we felt like you guys deserve to get to this week. But very much hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to let us know your thoughts on it down below on the outcome. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Let us know. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay.
We're going to try to bounce back next time, guys. Back to 500 we go. The ones that ride with me.
Hey. Superhero Static Shock.
I like Stack. I can't be mad.
Superhero Static Shock.
Take care, guys.
Deuces.